All right then guys, this is an interesting one for you, and yeah, this is going to take some explaining before you watch the rest of this video, or the second half of this video, and watch it till the end because it's important. Okay, so human beings are separate from primates because we have this part of our brain, the frontal cortex, which is actually quite large. It comes online fully when we're 22 years old, which means we are able to discern fact from fiction, or we can use a logical side, think things through and then do research, okay? But if we are threatened, or we have a perceived threat to our safety or to our environment or to the safety of others, our survival or chimp brain can take over and hijack your actions and your perceptions, okay? And I'm going to give you an example of that later on in this video. This is real life, because I'm not acting what I'm showing you. I really did believe something, and this is because I put garbage into my brain, and then I witnessed something and reacted to it emotionally. There was that, my spidey senses are tingling. Yeah, okay. What you've got to be careful of: garbage in equals garbage out. Yeah. So the story is basically, the backstory is I broke my ankle a few years back. Fell off a bike, believe it or not. Spent nearly 2 months off work, and what could I do in that time? Being creative, but I also spent a long time watching YouTube while I was decorating the house, stuff like that. I got programmed, could you say, with information which I believed up to a point, but of course until you actually see it happening, you don't really know, do you? You've got to actually be there to know that it's right. Okay, so this is what I reacted to. Your brain will store and categorize information as it sees fit, either as a threat to yourself, as I've said, or a threat to your immediate environment or to your family. So you are starting to see something unfold, and you will then go into a survival mode. Your chimp mode will come online. It will actually divert the blood flow to that, and you will not think straight. Okay, this is why people recommend taking a deep breath and then relaxing and then thinking about things logically, but sometimes you can't do it. Sometimes the chimp brain will hijack the information you've got because it thinks that's a threat to you. Yeah, it's more powerful than your logic brain. Its emotion is more powerful than logical thinking, which means that you have to check yourself. You have to check yourself, okay? And you also, I will say this now actually, is that your brain is full of most of the thoughts and concepts you have in your head are not your own. They are somebody else's that they've given to you, their opinions, and you've taken them on board as fact, okay? So you've got to be careful. Even when you watch your favourite prepper, you've got to be very mindful of where they're taking you to, what they're telling you, and the consequences of what they're saying, which may be true to them at that time, may be of detriment to you later on down the road, or it may be of good help to you. This is something that you have to discern yourself. Always use your logic and do research, and then you can put it into your chimp brain and say, yeah, okay, chimp brain, this is a threat, or this is going to be a threat, therefore watch out for it, okay? There is a deeper part which is very instinctual, which is a survival mechanism, is a fight or flight, or even fawn responses, which all humans will do when they see an immediate threat. They will react to it. But then there are reactions to information that's taken on board, although you may not have experienced it. When you start to see, you then start to think, right, okay, this is a threat. I need to sort things out. Okay, I'm going to inform everybody. And what I actually did, I had a ring around to check with people if they could see the same thing. Yes, they could. Therefore, it was a bias confirmation. However, once I'd calmed down, once my spidey senses had stopped tingling, I could then go back into relax into a more logical state, which is then starting to debunk what I was thinking, which is just as well, because I did some research and then realised I was wrong. But I'm going to show you, and this is real, this is what I really thought at the time, yeah. I put it on video and then calmed down and thought, right, okay, that's not actually right. This is the truth. So this is what I'm going to show you now. So watch it right the way to the end. Have a good giggle at me. I don't mind. I laugh at myself. And just realise that you too can think the same thing. So you really have to be sure you check your facts and do your research. And don't just take on board what people say as gospel. Yeah, and that includes your favourite preppers, okay? Because I watch a lot of them. And I do actually notice that some of them slide off the rails a little bit every now and then, which makes me a little bit wary. But nonetheless, I realise it's part of their personality. Yeah, because I'm human. You're human. In fact, everybody we know is human. And yes, we do have chimp brains. We do have survival mechanisms. But at the end of the day, you have to fill it with the right information. Good information out is good reactions out, isn't it? Yeah. So anyway, let's carry on and have a good laugh at me. Yeah. Right then guys, hello. Nice sunny day here today in Norfolk. It's Friday the 5th of November. I wouldn't say it's unusual, but for the UK about this time of year, usually we have cloud cover. Cirrus cumulus, I think, is one type of cloud formation, or cirrus nimbus is another type of cloud formation. Today we have Sprayus boingus above us, yeah. I came out this morning to put the washing out because it's actually quite sunny, so that will dry off, and I saw loads of trails in the sky. Okay, yeah, aeroplanes do fly over and they do leave vapour trails, and they leave quite big ones for a period of time and then that disperses. But when you have definite lines in the sky and quite considerable amounts of them, then you start to question, well, is there suddenly a massive amount of planes flying over? If so, why? Flying in formation. The only time they do that really is where they're going off to war. Yeah, high altitude. Yeah. So I've got some shots here, and that dispersed. Okay, over a period of time. Now I was a bit curious about this because yes, I have watched the videos on YouTube. I had a broken ankle. And I sat there and watched loads of conspiracy theory videos, and I found them interesting. But if you don't know it, you don't see it for yourself. You know, it's just another story, isn't it? Yeah, you could take it off a movie if you like. Yeah, yeah. But I rang some mates. Now I'm in Norfolk, not the middle of Norfolk, but near the North Norfolk coast. Rang somebody in Kings Lynn, so that's 27 miles away. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, rang somebody in Whiz Beach. Yeah, they can see that as well. So it's not like just in my area. But what's interesting here is that, first of all, they went over that way, say. So you've got like these trails, 4 of them that way. And I'm seeing in the distance trails in a 90-degree angle, yeah, and now I can see planes going over at 45 degrees to that, so it's being crisscrossed. And what's happening with these vapour trails is they're breaking up very slowly and forming cloud formations, which is annoying. It's annoying because it's actually got a little bit cooler now, and I would have liked nice sunshine today so I could get my washing done, yeah. There's definitely something going on. They definitely are doing something up there in the atmosphere, okay, because the clouds don't look like normal cloud formations. And as this trail is breaking up, as it's breaking up, it's not dissipating, it's slowly pulling apart. There's no wind here, and like I say, there's no cloud cover either, or there wasn't, there is now. So what are they up to? What are they up to? Is this environmental catastrophe, global warming actually marching on us very quickly that they've got to spray the UK that normally has cloud cover? Don't know, don't know. I have more questions than answers at this point in time, and yes, I've got the tin foil for the tin foil hat as well, just in case, yeah. But it's got my spidey senses tingling because, like I say, more questions than answers. So what's going on? What is going on? What and why? How does that affect us? And yeah, How does it affect us? Because yes, we do have quite a lot of cloud cover, and it's artificially made, right? Yeah. Strange one. They're still at it, but I can imagine actually that they've moved over across further into England. I'm not a plane expert, but it's the 5th of November and it started about, well, I eyeballed on it at about 10 o'clock. If there's anybody who's plane spotting, can you go onto one of those apps and have a look to see what sort of aeroplane activity there is where they're crisscrossing, yeah, in a flight pattern over a period of time. If not, they're military planes at high altitude, aren't they? And according to the conspiracy theorists, spraying in Canada, that's exactly what they were doing. They're using military planes, spraying this stuff into the atmosphere, which is aluminium oxide, to reflect the sunlight back off the planet, yeah? But it also poisons the earth as well over a period of time. Aluminium, you get that in your water supply, what happens? You get poisons and you get green nails and your hair drops out and you start getting mental problems, yeah? Interesting. Anyway, that's enough from me, guys. Look up at the skies and see what's going on. Yeah, there's more going on than I think you realise at the moment, which would seem to mean that there's a lot of activity towards stemming global warming. Yeah, not just Greta Thunberg and the people who glue their hands down to concrete in protest. Yeah, this is a bit deeper than that, isn't it? Because if they're spending that sort of money flying planes up there, imagine how many pounds per minute that's costing them in fuel, let alone spraying that, yeah? But also the amount of equipment that's actually needed as well to do that sort of thing is on a gigantic scale, isn't it? Yeah. So, yeah. All right, guys, see you later. Okay, so now the primitive brain has calmed down, the logical side has come back to normal. Plane taking off from Norwich Airport. I can see that with the naked eye, but it's the GoPro won't pick that up, but you can hear it very clearly, can't you? And I can see which direction it's going in. So let's have a look and see. There's this flight here. Okay, this one here, taking off from Norwich Airport, has taken a turn, and I can see that turning while it's on the computer, so this is live. Now, a bit later on, I looked out, which would be about 1400 hours. You can see more vapor trails. Well, let's get to the bottom of this. What exactly is going on? Because my chimp brain was saying, oh, believe what's on the internet. But one of those vapor trails is from Stansted. Yeah, you can see that in live time. Yeah. Whereas these vapor trails, they're all heading in the same direction, which is out to Norway or to Scandinavia. Yeah. So I went back on the tracker. Now this isn't very good because it jumps all over the place, but you can see the planes in real live time, military aircraft, RAF one there. Yeah, and there's a Vulcan bomber somewhere in this lot as well. Yeah, so we can see commercial flights. Yeah, I'm sorry this jumps about too much. I think it's the program, it's not my computer that's doing this, but yeah, live and real time. So I'm in Dereham in Norfolk. I'll just drag it over, and there does appear only to be light aircraft, because that is usually what happens. But you can see here is that the plane that I just showed you. It's on its journey, moving really quickly. Light aircraft everywhere. Yeah, so I can click on any one of these at the time. I can't get rid of those adverts for some reason. Yep, so you're getting the idea, actually, that the chimp brain, you put information in, it gets into a panic, think, oh, look, here we go, conspiracy is true. Yeah, but really, look, these are commercial airlines. Yeah, these are commercial airlines. So this is one, garbage in equals garbage out. So whatever you feed to your brain, if you don't really know what's going on, you could jump to conclusions. Yeah, which I did, first of all, because I don't know much about aircraft. Yeah. But you can see what I was seeing. These are the vapor trails from all of these planes that are taking off and heading towards Europe. Yes, right. So there's all sorts of airplanes. The ones that don't have transponders on. Yeah, there's a helicopter there. You see that? Yeah, the ones without transponders on are military airplanes, and they don't have to be registered, do they? So there's all sorts of activity going on live, yeah. So, yeah, there's one for the conspiracy theories. Not that things like that don't happen, but you can see how you fill your brain. You fill your brain with stuff, and then you can so easily fall into that trap when your chimp brain comes online. Yes, when your chimp brain, your survival mode comes online. But logically thinking, you should think things out first of all, shouldn't you? So that's a demonstration. That's a demonstration of how easily you can be misled by people. Yeah, and look at that helicopter. That's all over the place, isn't it? It's been all over the place, right close to me. Yeah, and there we go. There's that airliner which is left from Stansted going to Oslo. Yeah, and this one's a Vulcan bomber, I think, or NA. There's no ID on this at all. So that's it, guys. Education over.